Abed, before you go, will you tell everybody your idea for a restaurant?
Oh no, this again. How many times have we? Okay, well, this is like I came up with this so long ago, and it was like I don't know why.
But it was a real idea for a restaurant.
Yeah, it was a real idea, and for some reason you attached to it so like tenaciously, like
because
over
it's
the years.
insane.
It's not insane though. It's totally it should happen basically.
Well, I'm sure they'll agree.
Yeah.
Just tell them.
Remember, okay. Because you forget the specifics, like when I tell you the story, like every time. So, like, you have now. We all realize that little foods are taking over, right? Foods are getting smaller.
I mean, that's yeah.
And like health.
We can all agree on this, right?
Yes, I mean,
we can all agree.
It's as simple as
a premise. Just let's all agree as a premise. Before he goes any further, the little foods are taking over.
Just as the Wright brothers had to accept gravity.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't write the rules.
There's just fundamentals.
Wake up, you guys.
Okay, fact number one.
Shake off the
little
idea of
foods
large
are taking
food
over.
For one time in your life.
I mean, okay, you're in a restaurant, you see a plate of little burgers and a plate of a normal burger. I think you'll go to the little burgers.
Fact number two.
You could have like one little burger and be like, oh man, I got a taste and I don't feel guilty. It's great.
Right.
But the whole hamburger, if you eat like some of it and you just put it down, you're like, that guy's wasting food. Fuck him. You know, it's like you look, or you can't save it for later because it's weird. I don't know. So, anyway.
I'm with you, baby.
I'm like, where can you go to get food that's all small? You know, there's no place.
You can go to the Smurfs Village.
That doesn't exist, though.
A tapas restaurant?
I think we've looked for that. What?
Tapas.
A tapas restaurant?
The Spanish have been doing this for centuries.
Oh, so they make small, like, burritos and tacos and stuff?
They make little...
No. I mean, like...
No, that's Mexico.
Describe your...
The Spanish don't make burritos.
No,
describe your restaurant, Abed. Describe your restaurant.
Right. So the restaurant's called Bytes.
Bytes.
And at the time, I thought it was clever to spell it with a Y.
Right.
Because
then everyone would think it was a computer store.
Yeah, the computer age was starting to like jump into when I came up with the idea.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this idea, okay. You just go in, okay, let's say I'm with someone, like a girlfriend, if I had a girlfriend and she's like, oh my God, I don't want pizza again, you asshole, I want burgers. And you're like, fuck you, I want burgers. You know, that happens all the time. At Bytes, she can have her, you know.
What kind of relationship is this?
No, I'm just generalizing.
It sounds like a terrible relationship.
I'm saying, you're like thinking fuck you, but you're saying like, oh, I would like something else.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, then
But you're thinking
It's like that Louis Armstrong song, right?
Talk to her nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Treat her like a lady.
Okay, well, fuck you, lady.
Okay. Fuck you, lady. And
But... No, I mean, okay. So that's the thing is like.
So you walk into Bytes.
Yeah.
And the maitre d' he sits you.
Well, he's small too, actually. The whole thing is gonna be like, yeah, I have it all. Wait. I mean, okay. You guys are all laughing.
You're just talking about a tiny little village.
You guys are laughing, but if he's a little person and you order, it's like it intensifies the experience because you're like, everything's small, it's so cool.
No. The waiters should be giants. They should be giant. They should cast high relief onto how small the bite of your food is.
Well, I don't know.
If your waiter's tiny, he gives you a tiny piece of pizza. It looks like a real pizza.
But that's what's cool, because in his world it's like, oh, normal pizza, but then he gives it to you and you're like, whoa, small pizza from small guy.
Is he like a character when you come in? He says, hey, can I get you some normal sized food? and there's a sign that says, don't tell him.
No, you should be a co-partner. I mean,
I've invested in worse. I believe me.
No,
All right, so Abed,
I couldn't have thought of that.
Abed, what is on the menu at Bytes? Take me through the.
Well, just follow. Yeah.
I think
what are the
menu would be
appetizers?
like a map of the world.
Well, the whole thing is appetizers, right? The entrees
there's
are
every
appetizers.
kind of food there. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, so you come in and you're like, man, I just love kebabs. Oh, they're so good.
Right.
And like, you go to McDonald's and like, kebab what? What the fuck? Get out. But you go to Bytes,
Right.
and you just go to the section of the map where the Middle East is, and you got your kebabs right there, baby.
So what does a kebab at Bytes look like?
Well, they're like little. It's just everything.
Like a
looks
toothpick
smaller.
with a cherry
It's
tomato
like,
on it?
It's like a tiny, like gyro or kebab or whatever. It's tiny.
It's just miniaturized.
Yeah, so it looks like a little poop or something.
Did they come
Like a
from?
little poop?
Well, kebabs look like poop. Am I the only one that knows
Kebabs do
that?
not look like poop.
Yes, they do. They
By
look like a
applause,
giant
ladies.
turd.
Not if you're doing it right. Not if
I
you're doing
see
it
a
right.
kebab and I go, giant turd. It's not a food.
Okay.
And you want to say little turd.
Let's say
Well, yeah, little turd in here.
I walk
That's the name of the
I
special.
walk into Bytes with my girlfriend, whom I love,
Okay.
and I walk in there and I say, honey, what are you in the mood for? She goes, I'm in the mood for soup. So
wow.
I would like
See,
I would like a Vietnamese pho.
That's so
Yeah.
fascinating because he had the same thing back in the day, but his question was like, what about if I want soda? Do I get a little drop of soda? Or do I get, like, what's the deal with that? And then I had to say, which I think I was like mentally like, fuck, what do I say? He's got me. I was like, all right, normal size soda. Because let's face it, no one's going to be like excited about a drop of soda. So I think, but the soup.
I'm not excited about midget waiters.
Well.
Yeah, that's going to freak me out, too.
What? Okay, well then you guys are.
There was a
against
guy.
midgets.
There was a guy at the.
We're just trying to talk you through your business model here.
Can I tell you real quick?
Clearly, I'm not a businessman.
I just want to interject. When I was like 10 years old, for a time, my parents separated, and I lived with my mom in South Milwaukee, as we called it, South Milwaukee. And there was a McDonald's there that my grandma always recommended because it had Billy the Brownie. And I grew up thinking Billy the Brownie was a legitimate McDonald Land character. Little did I know I was going to a South Milwaukee McDonald's where some like homeless little person dressed up like an elf and just hung out at McDonald's. And would just talk to children and old people.
That was his name, Billy Brownie?
Yeah, Billy the Brownie.
Like a walk-on character?
And this was the
It's like from Willow, remember the Brownie?
Oh, yeah.
This was the early '80s, and I had
scarier.
seen that Donald Sutherland movie, Don't Look Now. And a deafening silence from our 25-year-old peanut gallery. But let me tell you, that'll put the midget fear in you. That
Well,
movie.
look, I mean, I can't control your, whatever your psychoses is. I mean,
Whoa! We're not. No, I'm just. Well, I'm just saying. That's the one experience I have with being in a restaurant and having a little person be.
I thought you were attacking the restaurant with that psychosis story.
I think Jeff and I were both suggesting to you that with all due respect to all humanity, like the idea of institutionalized, genetic. It's a eugenic kind of thing you're doing. Like you're going it's like a dachshund that you've bred to work at your restaurant.
You're opening a lot of doors for me here because now I'm thinking Oompa Loompa situation. I can get.
Right, just
you can
hire
find
a little.
a special
it's
kind
like,
of little person.
It's
that
like
only
Hooters
exists,
for little
They
people.
only exist in one land, and their skin is like blue, and they're like, or not blue.
What about the animals? Are you going to breed little animals, too?
I just feel like Community would have been a better show with this Abed.
I do. Yeah.
It would have been a way different show. Yeah.
So
I would have drove him nuts.
Okay, so now I don't want to bend your mind. But take me into the kitchen at Bytes, because this is where my investment is hesitant.
I really
because I feel like the overhead is maximized in a kitchen where, okay, so 3 tiny pizzas, 1/2 anchovies, 1/2 mushroom, and 2 tiny tacos, and 1 tiny chicken shish kebab.
Yeah,
I think
the way to do it is you make a real pizza in the kitchen. Here's my pitch. You make a real pizza in the kitchen. And then you have a little
cookie cutter?
Cookie cutter that's shaped like teeth.
Oh, that's
like
a good
like a
idea.
little bite, and so it looks like somebody already bit out of the piece.
That is awesome.
Oh.
Wow. No, I'm like,
it's
you guys
gross.
are opening
It's
so
totally
many new
gross.
doors here. Yeah.
So you have a bite of a burger that with the teeth have already incised the burger, and you have that on the.
So
thing.
then you put crumbs on the little person's cheek that meets you, and let me finish. And he's the spokesmodel for the restaurant, and his catchphrase is, "I'm full." you can finish it. And over 5 locations now on Hollywood and Layton. You can finish it.
There's our commercial, man.
Because he's Tiny Tommy.
Come see Tiny
his
Tommy.
stomach is extra small.
Well, no, but that's cool because it's like a Chuck E. Cheese thing. Everyone looks like the one thing, the one guy, you know? It's like if I had a ton of Chuck E. Cheeses at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like they all kind of look the same, Oompa Loompas things. And they're like, they take bites out of the food, but, they don't actually do that.
All right,
that's pretty cool.
one more thing, and then we gotta keep
But you didn't
the
finish
train
the
moving.
kitchen. I wanted to give you that kitchen update.
Well, I just think honestly it's a non-solvent business because I
We
don't think
always-
you thought it through because I think that the reason why Mexican restaurants don't bother to go fuck it, you can also get a fish sandwich here and plus a pizza is because they would have to then it wouldn't be worth it for them. You have to focus your menu.
Well, it's Little Cheesecake Factory, basically.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
feel
there's
like
50 things in that menu,
I want
right?
to compromise though, because what if now we make a special food land? So you enter Food Land, and there's every restaurant in Food Land, kind of like the Disney of restaurants. Because my dream was I wanted people to have whatever they wanted in one place.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That was the
as Adam
dream.
Goldberg says, it's called the food court.
But food courts suck, and
Right.
they don't have any good food.
And it's too big.
Yeah, I'm what the fuck do I get? I'm confused.
I'm going to eat a whole bowl of noodles?
Imagine entering.
What am I, a monster?
Imagine a glorious theme park where it's you know what I mean? It's like you're visiting France.
Yeah.
But you're actually eating French. You know, it's
So you're talking about Epcot Center. You're talking about a miniaturized Legoland Epcot Center.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I guess I haven't been there, so that's probably what it's like. Yeah.
All right, you're looking good, Real Abed. Let's have a hand for Real Abed.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. You can.
Me
It's
too.
nice. I think. Yeah. I guess why don't you take a hike too, Ridley? Thank you for coming, Ryan Ridley. That's how you get Ryan Ridley to come to your show. You give him some stage time.